Hello from North Carolina. I am recording this morning from my parents' driveway, and I thought I'd give you guys an update. I have been in my car for 2 weeks today, and just thought I'd let you guys know how it's going and what's what's good and what's not so good about it. Obviously, living out of your car is not gonna be easy, but there's a lot of advantages to it for me right now. The most is saving money. So, if you didn't watch my previous videos, me and my ex-boyfriend broke up a couple weeks ago. It had been kind of a long downhill spiral from his alcohol abuse and his treatment, and then he told me to get out of the house because I wasn't allowing him to continue his very controlling, abusive behavior. And so I left, and he almost immediately regretted that decision, like within maybe less than a day. And he's turned his act around, and he's trying to prove that he's changed, and he's going to get sober, and he's going to meetings, and he's not drinking, and he's like begging me for another chance. But I don't really want to deal with that drama. Like, once he pushed me past a certain point, that was it. I was done. I was talking to a friend, and I was like, if I wasn't even in Florida, if I wasn't even in school right now, I would just leave Florida and get the heck out of here. But I'm in the middle of my last semester of college for my first degree. I have another degree I'm pursuing following this one, but actually, this is my second and third degrees. I've got a General Studies AA, and I'm working on a AS paralegal degree, two of them. There's two specializations, so they're two separate degrees. And this is my last semester of that program, so I don't want to leave in the middle of that. And then in the fall, when I'm done with this semester, I'm transitioning into a 2-year online program, and I can go wherever I want. And I'm like, as soon as I finish this semester and I switch to online, I'm out of here. I'm just leaving Florida. I'm going to go travel, because that has been my dream for a very long time, to travel. And to be honest, I've been traveling like my whole life. As soon as I got my first car, I jumped in the car and I went over to where my boyfriend at the time worked, and I was like, come on, let's go. We're driving to California. And that we lived in North Carolina. So I was ready to cross the country. Like, as soon as I had wheels, I was on the road. And I've driven back and forth to California several times in my late teens, early 20s. And actually, even in I guess that was my early 20s still, but I moved back and forth to California at least 3 or 4 times, driving across the country. And I've driven up and down the East Coast. I've never driven up and down the West Coast, but I would really like to. And I've driven like the California portion from like the LA area to San Francisco, but that is it. That's only like maybe a third of the West Coast. So there's a whole bunch out there that I have not done. And there's just so much I want to do and see, and people all over the country that I'm friends or family with, and I want to go visit, and national parks that I haven't ever been to that I've been dying to go see, Yosemite being one, Mount Rushmore being one. There's just so much that I want to do. And so as soon as I transition to this online program, I'm going to go do it. And so I've been really excited. And I was renting a room, and I decided that I didn't want to pay anymore to rent this room, because I'm chiseling away at my savings right now to make that happen. And I would rather save my money and use it to travel. So I decided, since I'm going to be traveling out of my car and basically camping in my car, I put like a big air mattress in the back here, and I can stretch out back there and sleep, and it's super comfortable. And I've got like enough room up here in the front for a basket of my clothes, and I've got other things like tucked away under the seats. And there's also like a storage area underneath the back of the trunk that like lifts up, where I can like keep a bunch of stuff. And I'm thinking about getting like one of those cargo carriers that sits on the back like a trailer hitch, that you can like stack some boxes of things in. So maybe I can get some extra supplies and carry them that way outside of the car, or even on top of the car, because I have a Jeep and it's got, those rails that I can put more cargo out there if I need to carry more stuff with me, but I don't plan to carry a lot of things. I'm really just gonna like pare things down to like the clothes that I want to wear and toiletries and some camping supplies, and I've got my air mattress and some pillows and some blankets, and I expect that that's pretty much going to be it. You know, maybe like my computer, my camera, some chargers. Like there's not much more that I'm going to need to do this, and I've got as long as I want, like up to 2 years to roam around and see all the things I want to see. And so that's the plan. And so I started living in my car 2 weeks ago today, and it hasn't been bad. It really hasn't. Like I said, this is super comfortable back here. I have no problems. I put up some little sheets that keep the windows covered so that people can't see in when I'm sleeping in here, and I found some secure places that I'm sleeping that I don't feel unsafe at all. And I'm pretty much in my car all the time anyway. If you guys don't know, I'm a professional photographer. So I go out and I do like a 30 or 45 minute shoot, and then I just have to sit at my computer and edit the photos or do marketing for my business or whatever I need to do. I just do it right from my laptop. And on the side, I also do Uber and Lyft if I need to. That's kind of like a backup plan. And so I do that obviously from the car as well. And so, I mean, I'm always like, there's nowhere that like I need to be to work. So I'm able to just kind of like hang out in my car, go to a coffee shop somewhere. And so I found a couple places where I'm able to like hang out with my dog. I get her out of the car. We're actually out of the car or house a lot more than we were before I lived in the car, because I have found places where I can take her and we can go and I can work on my computer and she can sit outside and have some fresh water, and we take a little walk around the little downtown areas that I've found with places where we can go, and it's been really nice. So I'm enjoying it. I'm still kind of getting into my routine. Obviously, I've only been doing this 2 weeks, and there's a lot that goes into it. It's not easy. You don't just like wake up and brush your teeth and like throw on some clothes and go. Like, you've got to find a place to take a shower. You've got to find a place to like get changed and like do all of this stuff, and everything takes a little bit longer to get ready. So I wake up around 7 and I'm usually ready to go around 8:30-ish. I get up and I usually go to a gas station where I get ready for the day, and I found a couple places that I can take a shower. There is a gym with locker rooms at my school, which I can use. There is showers at the pool where I work. There's like a pool facility for employees, and that's my other job that I honestly never go to, so I don't even count it. But it's a place in Orlando where I used to work, and I still technically work there, but I just only work a couple days a year. And they have a pool facility for the employees, and there's showers there, so I can use those. And there's also Planet Fitness, but I am past due on my membership there, so I need to catch that up, and I'm working on that. And that's another part of why I'm doing this, because I am behind on a lot of my bills right now. When my ex went into rehab, I made the agreement that as long as he was there doing the program, I would keep all of our bills paid, the utilities and rent and everything, so that he didn't have to worry about anything and he could just focus on recovery. And I put off a lot of my own personal stuff, including my car payment, my Planet Fitness payment, my Apple Music. Like, my personal stuff got like pushed off, and it's all like a month or two behind now, and I'm trying to catch all of that up. And I don't want to like drop all my money on rent in a place that I'm only going to be at for a few weeks before I take off and go live out of my car anyway. So that's pretty much the deal. It's been okay. It hasn't been bad. I use a sunshade here to keep the car cool. You can see it's like, you know, one of these big accordion ones, and I use my air conditioner. Florida is not like the place that you want to be camping out in the middle of summer. It really isn't. It's June 1st today, and it is hot in Florida. I'm really thankful to be here in North Carolina right now. The temperatures are a little bit cooler, at least in the morning and the evening. I know we're in the middle of a heat wave here too. It's still part of the Southeast, but like during the day we still hit in the 90s here in North Carolina. But right now it feels gorgeous outside. Like if I was sleeping in my car right now, I would not be uncomfortable. And at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, because it's like 8 o'clock in the morning right now, but like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning in Florida, I'm like sweating and I'm miserable. And even at midnight in Florida, like I'm sweating. It's hard to sleep in my car because of the heat and the humidity. So oftentimes I have to run my car and my air conditioner to try and keep the temperature a little bit cooler so I can sleep more comfortably. But I don't expect that to be, I mean, that's like a minor speed bump in this journey because I'm getting out of Florida as soon as I can. and I am in between like classes. I have classes Monday through Thursday, and then I figure Thursday night through like Monday, like because I don't have to be back until Monday evening for class, I can like go somewhere else. And so I've been looking at other places where I can take off for like that 4 to 5 day period and go somewhere that might be cooler, but there really is nowhere cooler right now. Anywhere that's like within a 4 to 8 hour drive from there is gonna still be pretty hot. So I'm kind of staying in that area, trying to just save my money, catch up my bills, and finish this semester of school. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So it hasn't been great, but it hasn't been awful. And I am definitely trying to get more into a routine so that it becomes very easy for me to live out of my car. I've got a storage unit filled with stuff right now. It's not very big. It's only like a 5 by 10 and it's only like a third of the way full. But I'm going to start selling all of my things like my TV, my Keurig, anything that's like valuable. I'm going to be getting rid of it in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be paring down all my clothes. I have tons of clothes and I threw away like a good third of them when I moved into the storage unit like a month or 2 ago. But I'm going to get rid of even more and then figure out what I can fit in here still, because I don't need that many clothes and I have so many. But a lot of my clothes are really nice and I would still wear them regularly if I had access to them. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just throw them all in the back of my car and realize I don't need them and start like tossing them out on the every time I stop somewhere. So we'll see. But that's pretty much like going to be the bulk of my stuff that I'm going to have in my car is like clothes and toiletry stuff. You know, I have some blankets. That's pretty much it. And it's kind of freeing. It feels kind of free to not have all of this stuff like weighing me down and trying to figure out what I'm going to do with all of it. I do have a couple boxes of things like old memory stuff that I don't want to get rid of, stuff from my childhood that my mom collected for me and things like that. And I'm going to see if I can store those here at my parents' house while I'm off, because I don't want to pay $100 a month or whatever it's going to be to store a couple boxes of things that I never even look at. But maybe it's nice to keep. Maybe my grandkids want to look at it one day. I don't know why I'm even keeping this stuff other than it's stuff from that I've had for 30 something years. You know, there's stuff in there that's like special from my childhood. And so I need a place to store that, but I don't want to pay $100 a month for it. So I'm gonna probably see if I can bring 3-ish boxes of things here to my parents' house and store them in a closet somewhere. And other than that, I'm just gonna take what I can fit in my car and I'll be off. So I have 6 weeks left until I leave, 6 weeks left in this semester, and then I'm done. And then I transition to online school and I will be hitting the road. So I think that's it, you guys. I don't have much else to say about it other than it's working out fine. It's hot. I'm still getting in my routine, and yeah, I'll update you as things progress. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.